Another day. You wake up and promise yourself you will work out. Then you remember the last workout you did. Instant dread. You remember how sore you were from that and lose all motivation. That was ages ago. Still, no abs when you look in the mirror, so you flip over and hit snooze. I guess you won't be a Saja boy today. I have been there before. Unmotivated and depressed with workouts. A million things can take away from workout time. It can even be easy to work out, get sore, and still no results. Today, we will fix this. One 30-minute workout at a time. By the end, you will know how to work out your body effectively with 30-minute blocks of time that give results. Because if you really think you need to train for hours for a strong, lean body, that could not be further from the truth. Like and subscribe for real fitness advice like this you can use right away. It also helps the algorithm. We appreciate it so much, so we can keep the channel going with more fitness-minded people like you. This brings us to the main question you are here for. Can 30-minute workouts actually get you fit, or does this just help you feel better about being lazy? The short answer is yes, it can. However, it will depend on you. Anyone can make an excuse to not work out, but few can make the excuse to not work out for 30 minutes. I challenge you to make this time regardless of your current fitness level and schedule it in. Fitness does not have to be 2-hour workout sessions where you get rid of all other hobbies. It does not have to be constant pain. Short and focused beats all or nothing because it gives you something you can actually accomplish and come back day after day. Whether you are a calisthenics guy or gal or a diehard gym rat, this applies to all. The science backs this up. The question then becomes, is it more important to stay alive or more important to look good while alive? Who says you can't have both? We will put this in 2 buckets, health and physique. Let's start with health first. All jokes aside, if you don't have your health, very little else matters. You have to breathe and have a healthy heart to be able to function in day-to-day life. A recent meta-analysis found some interesting information that will help us see minimum health thresholds for those with little time. That is encouraging. This research tracked over 200,000 people and has shown numerous health benefits with just 30-60 minutes of exercise a week. Not a day, but a week. So if you work out just to stay healthy and maintain quality of life, you should never feel like you are wasting your time, even if you only have time for quick workouts. Even this little amount of time working out has numerous benefits, including heart benefits, lowers cancer risk, and overall all-cause mortality. Sounds like 30 minutes a week you can spare to keep you alive. 30 minutes. That's all you have to carve out, and your health moves up, not down. I am not going to lie and say you will look like a god from Greek mythology, but you will feel better and look healthier. To live longer, the bar is not that high. Surprisingly, the 6-day grind is not needed, unless you are a weirdo and love it like me. In which case, I recommend it for the love of the game. Moving on, let's look at physique and what you can do to look like you work out. This is what most care about. How little time can you put in to get the most muscle possible? How muscular will you get with just 30 minutes? To answer this, let's look at the research. There have been many studies that look at training volume. A recent one in the last few years found some interesting data. More sets lead to more muscle butt. There is a quick cliff of diminishing returns. More is simply not always better. Roughly 10 sets per muscle group a week can get near maximum growth for most people. Believe it or not, that's what the data shows. I used to overtrain and do 45 sets a week. Can you imagine? Many years ago, but still. Imagine the time wasted for barely more muscle, if any. Oh well, at least I enjoyed it. Here's the thing. If you don't want to work out for a long time or don't have time, even 5 sets per muscle group a week will still get you about 70% of your muscle gains. You get most of your muscle from just 5 sets per muscle per week. How awesome is that? If you just get up and do 3 sets per group, you are still looking at roughly 50% of muscle you could gain. So if you are strapped for time or feeling lazy with your workouts, there is good news. 3 sets per muscle group still matters. In fact, you can still see muscle and get in, get out. You can still get 50% of your maximum capacity and maintain an athletic-looking frame. No time is too short for workout time. Any amount of effort is not wasted. I repeat, 30% of max effort and you still get 50% of the look you want. No belly hanging out and some shoulders you can see. All with just a little consistency. Visible, real results. By scheduling health as part of your day. If you really hate lifting weight, body weight calisthenics can get the job done with just your body. You don't need extra gym space, travel time, or anything expensive or fancy. You can drop down and hit chest, shoulder, triceps, and core with push-ups. All you need is the ground in front of you. If you have a bar you can hang from, you can get pull-ups and chin-ups to hit your back and biceps. You can do body weight squats, which will train your glutes, quads, and some hamstrings. They really test your legs and core. With all this being said, your sleep, recovery, and protein still matter. Most people overestimate how much protein they get. Everything we buy at the store tells us it is high protein. This can be slapped on any label that has a few grams, but it may not have all essential amino acids you need for a complete protein source. I recommend sticking to the basics such as eggs, fish, meat, and whey protein. You can use many different apps, so pick your favorite and track it until you have a good gauge for how much protein you are really getting. I recommend at least a gram per pound of body weight. This keeps the math easy and will keep muscle on your body. Once you know what you are eating and how much protein you get, you will recover from your workouts. But how do you make a 30-minute workout count? No need to do random exercises and rush through things. That won't get you anywhere. You need to pick the right moves to maximize your time. Do them well and maintain a good range of motion to avoid getting hurt. I always recommend compound movements first. These focus on moves that recruit multiple muscles at once working together. Pull-ups, push-ups, dips, squats, deadlifts, planks. These should cover almost every major muscle and should be at the top of your mind and workout. How should you structure this workout, though? Warm up for roughly 3 minutes with some dynamic stretches. Get the blood flowing. Basics like a few squats, jumping jacks, arm circles, and leg swings should do the trick. Nothing fancy needed, just a way to engage your entire body. There's nothing worse than feeling stiff as a board for a workout. Then jump into the main workout. This is the 15-18 minutes where the progress is made with progressive overload and getting your main compound lifts in. Here are some example workout days. You can do some pull-ups or inverted rows to sculpt out your back and biceps. Nothing says fitness like someone who can do pull-ups without looking like they are humping the air. Another day could look like push-ups and your favorite variation of dips, which will hit the chest, shoulders, and triceps. Make sure to touch your chest to the ground. Have some fun with decline, incline, or slow tempo as you do the movement. This will keep your muscles guessing and help you to get stronger. Friends don't let friends skip leg day. For leg day, get some squats, lunges, or deadlifts. This will torch your lower body and improve blood flow circulation. These would all be different days, or you could pick one movement from each for a full body workout. See what your body responds best to. Now, for another 6 to 8 minutes, you can now work on some core or extra accessories. These could be things like planks, hollow body core holds, or leg swings if you have a bar to grip onto. You could even throw in a few sets of bicep curls or tricep isolation moves to get those arms to pop. Then wrap it all up with a couple of minutes of cool down to stretch and breathe. That is it. Simple and effective. Rinse and repeat. If you do this just 2 times a week, that hits the health minimum according to the research. You can rest assured you are giving yourself a healthier, potentially longer life. If you do this 4 to 5 times a week, you are going to see impressive physique improvements. At this point, I would like to bring it full circle and cover the uncomfortable truth. Most online trainers won't tell you 30 minutes won't work forever or for everyone. You always have to tweak workouts or potentially put in more time long term. For a beginner or someone who has not worked out, that is enough. For most, watching this will do the trick. You see progress, avoid the trap of grinding forever, and will feel noticeably better. There is a big but though, bigger than a squat butt. If you want to be a bodybuilder, compete as an athlete, or train for extreme competition, more is needed. Extra sets, practice time, and attention to detail with recovery is needed. If you train longer than 30 minutes, everything we have covered doesn't disappear. The same principles apply. You should build from the information in this video and add to it. You should add reps at times, sets, or variations of compound exercises. All can be added over time to what we have discussed. So does 30 minutes a day change your body? Yes, if done right. For health and avoiding disease, 30 minutes in a week is all that is needed. Remember how little it takes to become healthier. For physique, 30 minutes a day builds muscle. Keep building from there based on your unique goals. The only catch is consistency. 30 minutes once a month does nothing. 30 minutes morning after morning, day after day, month after month add up. 30 minutes, day after day is life-changing. Make the commitment to work out 30 minutes and comment below as you do. Keep yourself accountable. As a final bonus, since you have stuck around, I have included a bonus core circuit you can do every other day. Do it for 30 days to match our 30-minute workout theme of the video. Leave comments after letting us know your results. Like and subscribe to help the algorithm and to make me smile. So let's hit that core and bring some definition to your midsection. As a side note, abs are more noticeable with a good diet. This is the icing on top to add to a dialed-in, non-processed, high-protein diet. No equipment, just body weight. Do each move for about 20-25 reps. V-ups, Russian twists, bicycles, heels to heaven, leg swings, side plank crunches. Remember, you don't need perfection, You just need consistency. That's how you change your body, and you don't need to live in the gym. There is no 2.5-hour time block needed. Start with the time and energy you have. No more excuses. Watch your body change. Our goal, as always, is to bring you practical, real fitness advice you can use right away. Let us know when you will try this workout in the comments. Join us next week for our next video, and don't forget to grab your protein. Until next time, stay strong.